Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at cake and SRK tokens. Before we get into the charts, I want to say that I'm not a financial advisor and you should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Also want to mention the Telegram chat that we have going on. Constantly people are giving great tips, sharing great projects, so you don't want to miss that out, guys. Go to the description and check out the link that is there for the Telegram chat. Also, I want to give a shout out to Steve from the Telegram chat. He was the first one to join in, and he was the first one actually to donate to the channel. So huge thank you to Steve. You know who you are. But without further ado, let's get straight into the chart. So looking at cake on the daily, as you can see, we had a bit of a correction due to some FUD with the inflation in the US. It doesn't matter, but look how perfectly we bounced off the daily 20 EMA, and that is very good. That shows that we are still in this uptrend. We're not breaking down any lower. We're testing this resistance line that we have over here at $36.68 currently. Actually, that would be $36.88. I gave you two breakdown levels for cake, and both of them were perfectly met. So if you got in at those, you are in profit already. But as you can see, one thing that I want to point out is that the gap between the 20 EMA, which is the yellow line, and the 55 EMA is enormous. Like, this is not healthy. So perhaps we could still break down to that $30.41. But for now, we're looking like we are starting a new impulsive wave by the looks of things. But we just have to break through this resistance line. And the next resistance, I would say, would be, let's throw that on the charts. I'm gonna give you, so that would be $39.19, because as you can see, a lot of touches and we just couldn't get through there. We got rejected back down to these previous levels that I gave you. But yeah, like I said, on the daily, we also have made that bearish cross on the MACD, as you can see. So potentially we are still gonna come back down and retest this $34.57. So that would be a great buying opportunity as well. As you can see, the histogram is turning bearish to the downside. So we perhaps want to consolidate for a bit, let the 55 EMA catch up so that we can start growing organically. We don't want any parabolic moves because we are going to roll if the EMAs go vertical. On the RSI, as you can see, we are right below this purple dotted line, which is good. We don't want to be oversold. Anywhere above 70 on the RSI is oversold. Now let's jump into the 4-hourly chart. All right, so as you can see, I gave you the $36.88 level, and that was met perfectly. And I gave you the $34.57, and that was met perfectly. So these were your two good entry points. So if you got in at $34.57, you're in profit now. But if you got in at $36, right around here, then you did come up shortly to around $40. So you could have sold there, but we did break down to our next breakdown level over here. As I said, $30.41 is still possible at the minute. If we are going to continue breaking down with Bitcoin, we can expect a bounce off the 200 EMA, which is $31.62. Failing that, like I said, this is the strongest level that we have over here. But like I said, what usually happens is we land on the previous impulsive wave. As you can see, we went up over here, and this is our impulsive wave over here. This is the top of that impulsive wave, as you can see. And we landed perfectly on top of it after we corrected, as you can see. So this is how you can know where the price can actually drop down. But one thing I also want to mention is that we formed this double bottom that we always target on the channel. So this is a bullish continuation. This is a bullish pattern, and this means that we can potentially start moving back up. We just have to break this resistance. And as you can see, we are below the 20 EMA, and we have made that bearish cross on the 4-hourly chart. So we want to flip the EMAs to support, and then we are going to start moving forward and pulling the EMAs up for that bullish cross, which will send the price up. But I do want to see some consolidation for cake because it would be healthy at the moment, just going in between these levels like this. this would be very healthy, and retesting them as support, that would let the 55 EMA on the daily chart catch up so that we don't break down any further. But on the RSI, looking at 44, this, I mean, if it was me, I would wait a bit. I would honestly wait. I wouldn't get involved into cake right now. I would try to get at this $34.57, guys, but not financial advice by any means. One thing that I do want to say is the histogram is going to start turning to the upside soon, because we are going to get that bullish cross where the moving average is going to cross the blue line, which is the signal line. So that will initiate a price surge, or whatever you want to call it. But it seems that the market is recovering in general. So I do suspect us getting above at least to the $39 price range. And we could potentially get rejected off this $39 price and come back to the 36.88 cents. That is one thing that we can be looking for at the moment. Also, what I want to do is give you the fib retracement, guys, just to see how we are doing in terms of the fib retracement. So as you can see, we wigged down all the way to $34. So this is where we peaked out, and that was around $44.20. We went back down. As you can see, a lot of support and resistance on the 0.5 level. As you can see, the bears and the bulls are fighting over here, and this will be a strong level to get through. But once we get through it, and once we get through the 0.618, the sky is clear for taking out that previous all-time high. But like I said, we don't want to go parabolically into it. We just want to grow slowly, steadily, but surely. So that's it for cake, guys. Let me know if I missed anything out on the charts. Let's jump into Spark Point. Now, jumping into Spark Point, as you can see, we're breaking out of this downward spiral movement. As you can see, we were in this downtrend in this channel over here. So we were starting to break out of it as I was recording my last video on Spark Point, I believe. So essentially, we are still looking healthy and bullish, and I'm going to tell you why. As you can see, once we break through this trend line, we tend to retest it as support and then start moving up. So that is very healthy, and that is exactly what we have done, guys. Don't think that this is bearish or anything. This is still looking very bullish, in my opinion, at least, because we have retested this as support. Yes, we did wick below it to the 0.0105 level, which was a great buying opportunity. I did have that level for you guys. But as you can see, we are starting to move up. We were in this downtrend for a couple of days because we were in that parabolic move to the upside. I believe Cake Swap was launched May 10th, and that is why we got the sell-off. Plus, the Bitcoin correction happened, or the market correction in general. And one thing I also want to point out is that the MACD the moving average got overextended from the signal line, as you can see. And now it just rolled over. And what we can potentially see right now is perhaps we can have that. Look at that. We can have an EMA retest. What that means is the EMAs come close together, and then the moving average bounces off the signal line. Well, here it is a signal line and a moving average. It does happen with the moving averages on the charts as well. So as you can see on the daily, we are still below the 20 EMA, and the 20 EMA is still below the 55 EMA. But once we have that bullish cross, once we start climbing back up, the project is going to surge. But I still believe in this project. I think towards the end of the year, they're going to get listed on Binance eventually. And you know, it is a great project to be involved in, and this is a great time to get into the project. I am involved in it, just to be fully transparent, guys. So we still have our target over there at 0.026, which was where the wedge was formed, you could say. And that is always the target when you break down in a wedge and you break out of it. That is the target that you want to get to validate this channel down pattern, as you can see. So yeah, it's looking healthy on the daily. Let's jump into the 4-hourly. Now we are on the 4-hourly, as you can see. So like I said, we did retest this trend line as support. I do expect us to perhaps maybe come back down and retest this 0.035, 0.0105 0.55, I do apologize. That would be the level that I can expect us to come back down if we get rejected off the 20 EMA. As you can see, the 20 EMA is the yellow line, and we have made that bearish cross on the 4-hourly chart because this is what I said about the cake charts on the daily. As you can see, this gap between the EMAs is unhealthy. Look at this gap. They shouldn't be that far away from each other. That is unhealthy for any charts. So as you can see, we rolled over, and I think if Bitcoin didn't correct, then we would have rolled over on SRK anyways. So that is how I see it. And yeah, we are looking good. As you can see, we are going to make that bullish cross on the MACD. And as you can see, the RSI is starting to move up. We were in this downtrend on the RSI, making lower lows and lower highs. And now we are starting to move up. So this is looking very healthy. Just going to throw the fib up to see how we are doing. There we go. So we are going to start climbing to that 0.236 level. And once we break it, there will be some strong resistance over there because as you can see, the 20 EMA is there and we can get rejected off of it. But one level that I do want you guys to keep an eye on is this right here. I'm going to give you the price tag for that in just a second. That would be 0.014. So that would be a very, very strong resistance area in my opinion. And based on the charts, what I see here is a strong resistance here. So keep an eye on that level, guys. We might get rejected off of it. So perhaps if you are a swing trader, you could sell off here and rebuy back in at the previous support level that we have, and that would be at 0.0134. So just to increase your position a bit, that is something that you could do. I might do that myself if I'm going to have the time to do that, guys. But also, yeah, there's nothing to add. I've basically covered everything that I wanted to cover for both projects. I do thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for all the support, all the comments. Thank you for joining the Telegram chat. I really do appreciate it, guys. If you have any other video ideas or projects you want me to cover, do let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next one.